Welcome to the webinar on current trends in data science. Uh, I'm glad that you are attending this event today. I'm your host, Shubhankar Dhar. I'm a professor in the School of Information Systems and Technology at San Jose State University in California. And my research interests are in the areas of data science and its applications. Today, I will be joined by Professor Rao Vemuri from the University of California, Davis, and Suman Bhattacharya and Deba Chatterjee from Uber. Okay, now a lot of new developments have happened in the recent years. And in this webinar, we are going to cover some of the recent problems and challenges in data science. And then Professor Rao Vemuri and Suman Bhattacharya and Deba Chatterjee will discuss some recent advances in this area, along with some problems related to anomaly detection. And after that, we will have a question and answers. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the role of AI in data science. As you may know that machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Machine learning is widely used to solve some of the problems in data science, along with a bunch of other techniques. This slide shows the growing number of applications in data science. Now, if you look at machine learning, there are three major branches of machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Now, supervised learning deals with level datasets, and there are two broad categories of supervised learning. One is regression analysis, and the other one is classification problems. And the common applications of regression analysis are predicting the population growth, predicting cells, predicting the price of a house, weather forecasting, and so on. On the other hand, classification problems deals with discrete variables. For example, whether an email is a spam or not, whether a loan will be approved or not, whether a transaction is a fraud or not. These kind of problems where you have to make binary decisions, these problems are classification problems. Now let me talk about unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning deals with unlabeled datasets, and in unsupervised learning is a special type of machine learning technique that helps find previously unknown patterns in dataset without pre-existing labels. And there are two broad categories of unsupervised learning. One is dimensionality reduction, and the other one is clustering. Problems like data visualization, data compression, feature extraction, these are typical problems in the area of dimensionality reduction. On the other hand, customer segmentation, target marketing, recommendation systems, these problems are part of the clustering problems. Now, let me talk about reinforcement learning. In reinforcement learning is all about making decisions sequentially, and the output depends on the state of the current input, and the next input depends on the output of the previous input. And some of the common examples of reinforcement learning are self-driving car, chess game, robotics, traffic light control, and so on. Now, let me talk a little bit about deep learning. Deep learning is a class of machine learning algorithms that uses multiple layers of neural networks to progressively extract higher level features from the raw input. A common example is image processing, where lower layers may identify ages, while higher layers identify concepts related to a human, such as digits, letters, or faces. Now, let me tell you also, there are hybrid approaches of machine learning which combine supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Now, with the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, the data science community is engaged in solving some of the important problems in this area. Recently, the White House appealed to the data science community to solve some of the important problems for COVID-19. Particularly, they are asking to develop new data mining techniques, text and data mining techniques to solve some important problems. Now, Kaggle which organizes data science competitions, is hosting a variety of challenges focused on better understanding of COVID-19. For example, if you look at their website, you will find that using natural language processing to answer key questions from the scientific literature, problems like curate COVID-19 related datasets to further research, forecast COVID-19 cases and fatalities to help understand what drives transmission rates, and use exploratory analysis to answer research questions that support frontline responders. Now, I encourage you to go to their website and uh, explore these problems further. There are a lot of informations available for these problems.